And when he's got you, he's got you.
Shut your lips, it's time for a brand new episode of what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, say what? We talking jit, said it's time for a brand new episode of Talking Jit.
Okay, another beach video. If you guys like learning and coaching, stick around because we got a whole nother competition video to go through. This is a little bit of a beach competition. Kyle here, looks like he might be a regular on this channel, seeing how he's getting me all the footage and he's got all the good scraps. So hard to critique his wrestling because he's got pretty large wrestling background here, but a lot of grip fighting, pummeling, and we're going for some collar ties. What I like about Kyle's wrestling, as I get to see it more than you guys, is he works his way inside and kind of plays it safe. You don't see a lot of shots. Doesn't mean he can't shoot, but he likes to kind of earn his way in into your legs and, kind of grind it out. And when he's got you, he's got you. But trust me, he does have a fast shot. I've experienced it a couple times firsthand. Nice sprawl. Looks like this guy knows a little bit of wrestling as well. Much respect for the fellows for the fist bumps. And nice. Here we go. Swimming through. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Works his way in, finds his shot. Immediately right here. Let's see. Oh, I don't like standing back up. He had a really good route. Let's go back to it a little bit. Just touch up on it. Here. So he had a good spot. Okay. And him being a little bit fresh at jiu-jitsu, I think what he does naturally is he's comfortable disengaging because he knows if they stand back up, he's going to be comfortable going back down, right? But we're working on control here, so let's make that the center point. Right now, he's got his chest over the knee shield, so this guy's trying to frame. You can either lean over it and smash it, or what I like to do is I like to get something in between these hips, or in between these legs and hips on the ground, and that kills it too. So for instance, if Kyle's left arm, the forearm over here, came down to the ground right here, if he just swam and pummeled it right in to that spot, it would stop that guy's regard, and then Kyle could just work his legs like a clock around this guy until he feels like he's got him nice and flat on the ground, right? So taking away that opportunity to regard. Right here, this guy gets both his legs in, kind of pushes Kyle back, and Kyle takes the route of let's start over and re-engage. Where again, an arm in front of this before we got to this stage would have kept that guy honest and would have kept the feet blocked and Kyle's body on the other side of all this. But good job from that other guy to square back up and get his guard back and sit up. Let's see. I just see the sand on the back. I'm like, it looks so uncomfortable. Just roll with sandpaper. Nice. Okay, so we're back to the feet. I don't know how the points work in this. This is like completely unique to me. And somehow this referee has absolutely like no dirt on him except for his feet. So very good job at staying clean over here. A lot of hand fighting, a lot of people on the beach walking up recording like what the hell am I watching two men sumo wrestling for? Let's go. Collar tie. Doing a lot of pummeling. We're both just working our way in. Nice shot. All right, so right here. Although Kyle just hopped over, let's go over something real quick. Boom, right here. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. If your leg's not available and you miss the smash and you miss the pass right here, you put your arm right here where the leg is. And the reason why you do that is now because the arm is going to block all this from coming in and regarding. And now you have your leg mobility to walk all the way around and either, I don't know, you could settle for north south. You could do more of like a crooked north south. I don't know what it's called exactly, but a little bit more of not traditional like crossing like this, but more like up closer to the head where your butt's up by the head. But keeping an arm or a post in front of these hips is great. Now, there's another way to do it too. With his knee, Kyle could start sliding his knee back down this guy's leg, like kind of going from the hip in here down the leg, and that would actually redirect this guy's body to this direction, if that makes sense to you guys. Kind of like bringing his knee in here and swimming it out would force these knees to go this way, which would twist the guy's body, and staying down lower below the hip line what helps keep those legs honest, and you can actually dictate what way they face. I hope that makes sense. Now we know he's going to step over. Hopefully he doesn't give much space. It's another thing right here. Let's go back just a smidge. Nope. Boom. Oh, come on. Keep going the same spot. What are we doing? I like to see a tighter step over. I mean, that might be like self-explanatory. Let's just go from here. So when he steps over, you see that? He took a big step over. And this is where I'm trying to get. Okay, right here, watch. Big step. You see all this space right here? All this space in here? And what is the guy's body doing right now? He's pinching his knees and he's trying to pinch them to his chest and take advantage of this gap right here, right? In any advanced match, like I would say purple belt and up, this step over is definitely not going to work. Someone's either going to catch your leg and you're going to be back in half guard, or they're going to butterfly in here and put some hooks in on the inside, and they're going to lift you, and you're not going to get a stable mount this way. The better way to do it would be slide your knee across. Don't lose any contact. Just get in there, slide your knee across the body. And if you have to, if they do catch like your foot while you're dragging it across, well then you still have the opportunity to windshield wipe, or kind of like use your feet like butterfly. Get leverage and float. But see how he got an easy half guard back. So right now his only choice is to go for the back tape. I really do like this gift wrap. That's awesome. I would be dropping my shoulder. So Kyle's kind of like laying across the side of the body. I would be starting to work my way behind the body, cutting this angle, kind of like when you do an arm drag. And when you do an arm drag, you want to end up behind the shoulder. I would just start making sure in this spot, just critiquing, that I am behind the shoulder, okay? Because if you're not behind the shoulder, you're going to give this guy just like a back take. You're going to give this guy the chance to bring his shoulders in and face you straight up. My stuff is going crazy right now. Face him straight up. Or, you can roll away. It's just good practice to get behind that shoulder. It makes the gift wrap a little bit tighter, and it starts making you get your harness and your seatbelt a little bit more square. Let's see where we end up. He's sliding off. There we go. We're starting to get behind the shoulder a little bit. Yep, there we go. Stay behind it. Use your chest. Use your chest. Put my toes in the sand. I can't tell, but I think Kyle's driving with his toes, which I actually really like. I don't like my feet flat. I like to use my toes at all times, so my toes are planted in and driving. Sit him down. See, if he started cutting this angle a little bit more, here's something big right here. We get a good angle on. The knee is in a good. Why does it keep going to this? The knee is in a good spot, but a better spot is all the way up the body. Like bringing that knee up behind the head, shoulder blade area, whatever. Like you bring the knee to the body where you're touching. There's no space. You're just getting with the camera. Knee comes in here, up the body, and you're just basically loaded with him and his back here. That stops his back from going flat, and it also gives you like a nice easy lift when you get this hook, because this hook's already basically in. So what you're going to do is put your knee all the way up the body here, laying straight across it, and then you're going to get your in this case gift wrap, and you're just going to roll him over that leg that's right down his body, already loaded up. And that's going to give you a hook and an easy opportunity for a back take. This match has still got some time in it, I just saw. So pinch that knee closer to the back, right? So he's doing it right now. Let's see. He gave him a lot of space right before I paused it. This is kind of good, but it looks like he let go. Yeah, see, Boom. That's what I'm talking about. The guy. So this is what we're trying to stop. If these knees are pinched tight, or this is up a little bit higher behind the shoulder blades, you're gonna it's gonna be a lot harder for this guy to explode like he did. But you notice the second he got loose, boom, he put his shoulders flat on the ground and he got out of it. Here we go. Drive this knee in here. See if he does it. No. See, I would have worked my knee in that little wedge. Start putting pressure in that little gap and then roll him over once that knee is in tight. Once you get your knee in that little open area in turtle or your foot stomped in there, now you can roll him on you because you got some sort of control. Go grip fighting. I really don't mind his opponent here. I mean, he's still in it, man. He's still got some confidence. He's still willing to compete. So shout out to that. Always respect that. Nice takedown. See, beautiful. This is what I'm talking about. He takes it, he makes sure he has it when he does it, and when he does it, he has it. It's great. So we got some bad habits here. Actually, no, we're all right. I would like to see the posture a little bit more straight. Hands on the hips more, and maybe not down the body, but this guy looks like I think he was going 2-on-1, which is actually shows he knows a little bit of what he's doing. Yeah. Trying to isolate the arm bar. So let's go over that just real quick. You got to have the posture broken, and I'm talking from the perspective of the guy on the bottom. You got to have the posture broken. I don't know why he keeps doing that. You got to have the posture broken in order to shoot it up, or you got to really shoot your hips up. It's got to be one or the other. You either got to have the posture completely down, and the arm bar is basically there, and you're just throwing your leg over, or you got to have the arm bar pulled across and have the room to really and mobility to really shoot your hips up. He kind of just throws it. He has a good setup, 2-on-1 get the elbow across and throw it up, but see, he grabs it, he cups, and then he just kind of, I don't know, maybe he was even trying, I don't know what he was trying, honestly, but put in effort. Let's go. So at this point, you've been taken down a couple times. You're still putting on pressure. I respect it, but I'm willing to bet he's starting to try to figure out what his chances are. But that's a competitor, you know? That shows that this guy's a good competitor. Kyle working. Now they're just kind of sumo wrestling. We're over the line. And again, I don't know how the points work in this tournament. It's actually kind of unique. I never even knew this was in our area. Maybe work some arm drags here, but who am I to judge? Come around that corner. I wonder if at the end of the day, if this guy had a tan line around his head, like just like a straight belt around his head. Let me know down below if you think that's what happened. If you're this far in the video, you gotta let me know. Comment headband. I think that'd be hilarious. He gets home and he's just got like a white band around his head. All right, a lot of stand up here. Is that game? What we got? Is there something up or are we doing it? We doing this? Who do you guys think won? I might be biased here, but I would probably give it to Kyle. He got the two takedowns. He was on top longer and, he advanced positions. I don't know what they're talking about here, but just for the sake of it. Huh. Maybe they're trying to make him push the pace. Maybe they don't want to see too much stand up and too much like grinding. Oh, there's David. David Vieira. Guest appearance by the world champ, guys, right here. 5-time world champ. That's a medal right there. Let's go. Nice single. Kyle's already passed, so it's really not going to do anything. It's just holding on for dear life. Oh, look at that. They're moving the boundaries for him. They usually do that for the Brazilians. Just pushing dirt in the face. I love it. Gosh, it's got to be like so unique. I like this control. I would like to see Kyle put his hand on the dude's wrist. The guy's hiding it though, but I would like to see a little bit of control on the wrist and pinning it. Right now, it's absolutely crucial to keep your chest connected, like a chest connection to that tricep. You don't want to let it go. That's where all your power is going to be, and that's where you're going to be finding success. Right now, there's too much room in here. And that's another reason why you kind of like do a rear naked choke. Like you got the grip here, and then you reach across for the wrist, and then kind of have it in like a rear naked type setup and close to your chest. There's just way too much room right here. That's why the guy had all the room in the world to sit up. That's got to be game. Nice. Good job, Kyle. Got got the champ's approval. So unique match. We had a little bit of back and forth, some things to work on, but hopefully you guys learn from this one. If you did, it would help me out tremendously if you would just like, leave a comment, share, all that kind of stuff. Subscribe. I'm trying to put my kids through college one day. And that being said, catch you in the next one.
They try to drown me, I can swim upstream so profoundly. I can stay calm in a dire situation. I'm at it every day, no time for a vacation. And I smell blood in the water. Everything I do, yeah, I do it for my daughters. Now go and shut your lips. It's time for a brand new episode of What? We talking Jit, say what? We talking Jit, say what? We talking Jit, say what? We talking Jit, said it's time for a brand new episode of Talking Jit.